How does one overcome personal challenges to become the best version of themselves? This is a question that resonates with each one of us, irrespective of our circumstances. It's a universal query, one that probes the essence of human resilience and the power of transformation. In the face of adversity, we often find ourselves questioning our strengths, our capabilities, our very identity. We wonder if we have what it takes to rise above our struggles and truly shine. This isn't just a matter of personal motivation, but a concern that touches on the core of what it means to be human. And who better to guide us through this exploration than David Goggins, a man whose life journey is a testament to overcoming adversity and achieving greatness. His story is one that will inspire, challenge, and ultimately answer our central question. So stay tuned as we unravel the story of David Goggins, a man who turned his life around and achieved the unthinkable. Born in 1975, David Goggins' early life was far from easy. Growing up in the small town of Williamsville, New York, Goggins faced a gauntlet of challenges that would shape his future in ways he could never have anticipated. Poverty was his earliest companion. Living in a decrepit house with barely enough to eat, the struggle of daily survival was a constant reality. Yet it was this stark deprivation that honed his resilience, teaching him the value of endurance and the true meaning of hunger, not just for food, but for a life beyond the confines of his circumstances. Then, there was the specter of domestic violence, a shadow that loomed large over his childhood. His father, a man of unchecked rage, was a source of constant fear. The echoes of his violent outbursts were a grim soundtrack to Goggins' early years, but they also ignited in him a fierce determination to rise above his father's legacy, to become a man defined not by anger but by strength and kindness. Racism, too, was an unwelcome visitor. Being one of the few African-American families in an overwhelmingly white town, Goggins often found himself the target of prejudice and bigotry. Yet rather than succumbing to bitterness, he chose to see these experiences as lessons in empathy and resilience. They taught him the power of tolerance and the importance of standing tall in the face of injustice. Perhaps the most unexpected challenge was his struggle with learning disabilities. School was a battle, each word a hurdle to be surmounted, but Goggins refused to be defined by labels. He turned his learning disability into a learning opportunity, developing a work ethic that would become his trademark. He learned to adapt, to overcome, to conquer. These formidable obstacles could have crushed anyone else, but not David Goggins. Each challenge he faced, each hurdle he overcame was a stepping stone on his path to greatness. His early struggles didn't break him, they made him. They forged a man of iron will and unbreakable spirit, a man who would go on to inspire millions with his extraordinary story of triumph over adversity. Every life has a turning point, and for David Goggins it was a moment of stark realization, a moment that shook him to his very core, forcing him to come face to face with his own reality. It was during these moments of introspection that he decided to transform his life, to reshape his destiny, to become the master of his own fate. He had spent too many years wallowing in self-pity and despair. He had allowed life to knock him down time and time again, but now he was ready to fight back. He was ready to reclaim his life, to prove to himself and the world that he was not a victim, but a survivor, a fighter who refused to be defined by his circumstances. And so he made a decision that would change his life forever. He decided to join the military, but not just any branch of the military. He aimed high. He aimed for the crème de la crème, the United States Navy SEALs. This wasn't a decision made on a whim. It was a decision born out of a newfound determination, a burning desire to challenge himself, to push his limits and break through the barriers that had held him back for so long. The journey to becoming a Navy SEAL was not an easy one. It was fraught with challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. It required immense physical strength, mental resilience, and emotional fortitude. It was a journey that tested him, pushed him to his limits, and forced him to confront his deepest fears. But it was also a journey that transformed him. It molded him into the man he is today, a man of strength, resilience, and unwavering determination. David Goggins didn't just become a Navy SEAL. He became a symbol of hope, a beacon of resilience, a testament to the power of human spirit. He became a living proof that no matter how hard life knocks you down, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way, you have the power to rise above it all, to conquer your fears and overcome your challenges. With grit and determination, Goggins turned his life around, proving that it's never too late to change. His story is a reminder that our past does not define us, our circumstances do not limit us. It's our decisions, our actions, our unwavering determination that shape our destiny. From a struggling kid to a formidable Navy SEAL, David Goggins' story doesn't stop there. David Goggins' journey of transformation is nothing short of extraordinary, and his accomplishments speak volumes about his tenacity and grit. He didn't just overcome his early life challenges, he used them as fuel to drive him towards incredible feats of endurance and strength. As a Navy SEAL, Goggins earned the respect of his peers and superiors alike. His relentless commitment to pushing boundaries saw him complete not one, not two, but 3 Hell Week training programs. A grueling test of physical and mental endurance that is considered the toughest military training in the world. Fewer than 10% of applicants make it through Hell Week once, yet Goggins did it 3 times. But his achievements don't stop with his military service. Goggins also became an ultramarathon runner, pushing his body to the limits in some of the most challenging races on the planet. He set a record by completing over 100 miles in less than 20 hours. A feat that most people would deem impossible. Yet, for Goggins, impossible is just another challenge to overcome. He has competed in more than 60 ultramarathons, triathlons, and ultra-triathlons, setting new course records and regularly placing in the top 5. His feats of endurance have earned him the title of the fittest real man in America. Goggins' ability to push through pain and keep going when others would have given up has made him a renowned motivational speaker. He has shared his story with audiences around the world, inspiring people to embrace discomfort, face their fears, and push their limits. His mantra of no excuses and can't hurt me has resonated with millions, turning him into a beacon of hope and resilience. He has used his platform to raise funds for the Special Operations Warrior Foundation, providing educational scholarships to the children of fallen Special Operations service members. His philanthropic efforts are a testament to his unwavering commitment to giving back and using his successes to help others. In 2013, Goggins was awarded the prestigious Patriot Award by the Armed Forces Foundation for his extensive fundraising efforts. It's a recognition not just of his physical achievements, but also of his dedication to supporting his fellow service members and their families. David Goggins is more than just a man. He's a symbol of what can be achieved when you refuse to be confined by your circumstances, when you push past the boundaries of what you thought was possible, and when you have the courage to face your fears head-on. These achievements are a testament to Goggins' indomitable spirit and unyielding perseverance. David Goggins' life is a masterclass in overcoming personal challenges. His journey, studded with trials and triumphs, is a testament to the power of resilience, self-belief, and persistence. In the face of adversity, Goggins chose to rise. He embraced resilience, proving that it's not about how many times life knocks you down. It's about how many times you get back up. Resilience is the thread that weaves through the tapestry of his life, binding together his many accomplishments. It's the ability to weather the storm and the fortitude to keep moving forward, even when it feels like the world is against you. But resilience alone is not enough. Goggins' story highlights the crucial role of self-belief. This is not about arrogance or delusions of grandeur. It's about knowing your worth, recognizing your potential, and truly believing that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Goggins believed in himself, even when others doubted him. He trusted in his ability to overcome, to grow, and to succeed, and that self-belief was a powerful force, propelling him towards his goals. Yet resilience and self-belief would be meaningless without persistence. Goggins' journey is a testament to the power of never giving up. It's about picking yourself up after every setback, about pushing through every obstacle, about persevering even when the odds are stacked against you. Persistence is about seeing your journey through to the end, no matter how long or difficult it may be. Goggins' life is not just an inspiring story, it's a roadmap, a guide filled with lessons that we can all learn from. It's a reminder that we have within us the power to overcome, to achieve, and to succeed. It's a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the incredible feats we are capable of when we tap into that strength. Goggins' story teaches us that we are all capable of far more than we believe. So let's take these lessons to heart and remember that we too can rise above our challenges and reach our greatest potential. So how does one overcome personal challenges to become the best version of themselves? This question has been the central theme of our journey through the life of David Goggins. Let's take a moment to reflect on the story we've just unraveled. David Goggins, born into hardship, faced with adversity at every corner, molded by trials and tribulations. Yet he managed to rise above it all, transforming himself into the epitome of human potential and resilience. What was his secret? What propelled him forward when most would throw in the towel? Let's delve into it. David Goggins' triumph over his personal challenges was a result of three fundamental elements: determination, resilience, and self-belief. These weren't innate traits, but virtues he consciously chose to cultivate and embody. Determination was his driving force. It was the fuel that ignited his will to overcome adversity. It was the voice that whispered, "Keep going," when his body screamed, "Give up." It was the unyielding resolve to push past his limitations, to go beyond the confines of his comfort zone, and to continually strive for better. Resilience was his armor. It was the ability to bounce back from the blows that life dealt him, to dust himself off and rise stronger after every fall. It was the unwavering belief that no matter how hard the hit, he could and he would recover. And finally, self-belief. This was the cornerstone of Goggins' transformation. He believed in his ability to change, to grow, to conquer. He believed in his potential, in his worth, in his power to shape his destiny. And it was this belief that gave him the courage to face his fears, to challenge his limits, to dare greatly. In essence, David Goggins' triumph wasn't a product of mere chance or luck. It was the outcome of his relentless pursuit of growth, fueled by his determination, resilience, and self-belief. David Goggins' journey illustrates that overcoming personal challenges requires a combination of resilience, self-belief, and relentless effort. Before we close, let's remember one of David Goggins' most inspiring quotes. He once said, "The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it." Now let's ponder on this for a moment. What is Goggins really saying here? He's advocating for a shift in mindset. Often we are our own worst enemies. We tell ourselves we can't do something before we've even tried. We convince ourselves that we're not good enough, not strong enough, not smart enough. But Goggins, he challenges this notion. He urges us to question the stories we tell ourselves, to challenge the narratives that hold us back. Goggins' life philosophy is encapsulated in this quote. Born in poverty and faced with countless challenges, he could have accepted the story that society had written for him. But he chose to rewrite his own narrative. He pushed through the pain, the doubt, the fear, and emerged as one of the world's most celebrated endurance athletes. Goggins' story teaches us that our minds are powerful tools. They can either propel us forward or hold us back. It's all about the story we choose to believe and tell ourselves. If we keep telling ourselves that we can't, then we won't. But if we tell ourselves that we can, then the possibilities are endless. This philosophy is not just about achieving physical feats. It's about overcoming any obstacle that stands in our way, whether that's in our personal lives, our careers, or our relationships. It's about pushing beyond what we think is possible and discovering what we're truly capable of. And remember, Goggins didn't start as a superhuman. He was just like you and me, but he chose to challenge himself, to push past his perceived limitations. And in doing so, he showed us all what is possible when we refuse to be defined by our circumstances. So what's your story? What are the narratives that you're allowing to hold you back? Are you ready to challenge them? Are you ready to write a new story for yourself? One where you are the hero, where you overcome, where you achieve your goals, no matter how impossible they might seem? Because that's what Goggins did. And if he can do it, so can you. As Goggins says, you are stopping you, no one else. Remember this as you face your personal challenges. Don't let your self-doubts or fears stand in your way. Push through them, just like Goggins did. And remember, you have the power to change your story. Thank you for watching, and please like and share this video if you found it inspiring. Let's spread Goggins' message and inspire others to challenge their narratives, to push past their limits, and to achieve their goals. Because in the end, we are all capable of so much more than we think.